Assalamu alaikum viewers, how are you? Hope you all are fine. So today I'm going to discuss about the different organs of the Bangladesh government. Okay, this is the chapter of class 8, chapter 7, the Bangladesh state and the government system. So here Bangladesh state and the government system. So today we'll discuss about the different organs of the Bangladesh government. So the organs of the Bangladesh government is divided into three categories. First one is that executive department, then legislature department, and then judiciary. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss that who are the members of these departments and what is the main activity of these departments. So this thing you will find in your textbook in lesson number 5, chapter 7. Okay. So first, I'm going to discuss about executive department. So who are the members of the executive department? So in simple, we can say that the head of the state, head of the government, members of the cabinet, officers of the secretariat, they all are the members of the executive department. That means the organ which is entrusted with the administration of the country is called the executive department. That means executive department means the members, the officers and the employees who are entrusted with the state functions. That means the members, the employees who are actually bound, who are executing their work for the state affairs, they are the member of the executive department. So we can say in simple way that from the head of the state, from president to the village guard, the lowest positions from the highest position, all are the members of the executive department. Now we'll see that what are the main function of the executive department. The main function of the executive department, the first one I have written here, executes the law. We know that legislative department enacts the law, and to execute the law is the main activity of the executive department. Okay. Number 2, maintains internal law and order. We know that we have police department. What do? They maintain the law and order inside the country. So they are also the member of the executive department. Now the third point is that maintain foreign relationships with different countries. We have a very good relation. So who maintains this relationship? The members of the executive department. Okay, there was an assigned department. So that department maintains the foreign relationships. And last one, that works, the executive department works for the defense, works for the liberty, and works for the sovereignty of the country. Okay, we know that we have the defense department, isn't it? The works to protect our country from the attack of outside country, and it also tries to keep the liberty of our country and of course the sovereignty. So in gist, I can say that all the members of the executive department are entrusted to do their activities, okay, of the country. Okay, who are the members from head to the village guard? They are the members of the executive department. Okay, so this is actually the short description of the executive department, the formation and what, and the main activity. Now we'll talk about the judiciary department. Okay, so who are the members of the judiciary department? If we say in simple way that all the judges of all courts of our country are the members of the judiciary department. Okay, there is high court, there is supreme court, there is village courts also, so different types of courts. So all the judges are the member of the judiciary department. So judiciary department, here Supreme Court is the highest court. Okay, Supreme Court is the highest court of the judiciary department, and Supreme Court has two divisions. One is the appellate division. You can see here Supreme Court is the highest court, and two division. First one is appellate division, another one is high court division. Okay, so there is one chief justice, and this the chief justice, he or she is nominated, okay, is appointed by the president. So president appoints the chief justice, and the tenure of his activities for what, 5 years. We know that our government tenure is what, for 5 years. So Supreme Court is the highest court, and it has two divisions: appellate division and high court division. So what is the main activity of the judiciary department? We have read how it's formed. What is the formation of the judiciary department? We can easily say that all the judges are the members of the judiciary department. All the judges form the judiciary department. So there is one chief justice who is appointed by the president. Now we'll come to know about the activity of the judiciary department. Okay, judiciary department first activity is that administers justice. It monitors, it checks what, the justice. It ensures justice. Okay, so it observed that every organ of the government has its function, and all the organs are doing its function properly or not. So the judiciary department, it's actually administers justice. And second one is that make the civic life, make the civic life or the civil life simple and beautiful. Okay, it establishes fair justice. How does it establishes fair justice? By giving punishment to the guilty and criminals. It gives punishment to the guilty and the criminals and make our life simple and beautiful, and it also establishes fair justice. Judiciary department also interprets the provision of the Constitution. It explains. What does mean interprets? It gives explanation of the different provisions of our Constitution. Our Constitution has some provisions, so it gives the explanation of those provisions. Okay, next one, it is known as, or it acts as a safeguard. We know that when we travel in the sea or the ocean or river, there are somewhat safeguards, isn't it? So it protects us from drowning. So like this, judiciary department also protects us, is work as a safeguard of our country. Okay, so we can give the summary of the judiciary department, that how it's formed. It's formed with all the judges of all the courts of our country, and there is one chief justice who is appointed by the president, and Supreme Court is the highest court. Supreme Court has two divisions. I have written it clearly: appellate division and high court division. And main activity of the judiciary department is what? Administer justice, establish fair justice, interprets the provision of the Constitution, and whole, we can say that it works as a safeguard of the country. Now we'll talk about the legislative department. Legislative department. Our country, the name of the legislative department is Jatiyo Chongcho. Okay, it is situated in Agarga. So legislative department. So how does it form? The legislative department, the total members of the legislative department is 350. Among them, look at here, I have written here 300 plus 50 female members. That means 300 members, there can be female member also. 300 members are elected through the direct election, okay, from 300 constituency. You know that in our country there are 300 constituency, that is called what? Nirbachoni Elaka. So there are 300 constituency, and from 300 constituency, 300 members are elected by the vote. And these 300 members select or elect the 50 female members. Okay, so total members are 350. Okay, so there is one speaker and one deputy speaker, and these speaker and deputy speaker are elected from 350 members. Okay, one speaker and deputy speaker, and you all of you know that the tenure of our Jatiyo Samsad or the legislature department is 5 years. Okay, so this is the formation. Total members 350. 300 are elected from 300 different constituency, and 50 female reserve seats there are. These 50 female members are selected by the 300 elected members. So, what is the main activity of the legislative department? First one, it enacts the law. As we have read before, executive department executes the law. So who actually make these laws? That is the legislative department. And legislative department also can amendments can be done by the legislative department by the 2/3 votes of the members of the constitution. Okay, so first activity is that enacts law and amends law. And number 2, express public opinion. How does that legislative department express public opinion? They can express, because there are 300 members who are elected from 300 constituency, and they talk for the people of those constituency. So through their mouth, they can express the public opinion. They can express the public demand. Okay, so one of the main activity of the legislative department is expressing public opinion. Number 2, controls government income and expenditure. It checks the government income and the expenditure, and you know that it also approves the budget. Our budget is approved where? It's approved in the legislative department, that is in Jatiyo Samsad. And it is also known as the guardian of national exchequer. Okay, exchequer, it's fund. Okay, so legislative department is known as the national জাতির একটা কোষাগার হিসেবে পরিচিত, national exchequer of the country. So this is the basic or the main activity of 3 organs of our country, and we can give the summary in a very short way that the 3 organs of the country, that is executive, legislature, and judiciary department. Executive department, all the members who executes their activity for the country, they are known as the executive members. Okay, from president to chokidar are the members, and main activity of the executive department is executes law, maintain internal law and order, maintain foreign relationships, works for the defense of the country, liberty and sovereignty. Now we can talk about the judiciary department. All the judges of different courts of our country are the member of the judiciary department. So it has a chief justice who is appointed by the president of courts, and there are one highest court, that is the Supreme Court. It has 2 divisions. One is appellate division and another one is high court division. Okay, so and last one is the legislative department. It is known as Jatiyo Samsad in our country. There are 350 members, and 300 members are elected through the vote. Okay, and 50 female members are selected or elected by these 300 members. Speaker controls or controls the sessions, and in absence of speaker, we can say that deputy speaker can do his activities. Okay, in absence of speaker, deputy speaker presides over the parliament session. Yeah. Okay, and what is the main activity? The main activity is enacts and amends law, express public opinion, and approves the budget, and it is known as the national exchequer. So students, I hope all of you have understand that today's class, that is the different organs. This is very much important. Okay, different organs of the Bangladesh government. So if you don't understand, we can discuss more. Keep watching my videos, my channel, and don't forget to give like, your comments you can share, and also subscribe. Thank you.